they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't make it and my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that contour, the hood call it Luda-yak. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down, like strippers' booties go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million virgins. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win.
Oh, baby. Here we go.
Swerving in my low, head on a swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my niggas call me loco. Down for armed trafficking, don't make me pull that fofo. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, bitch, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all strapping all black, it's like Bud Light. You riding to what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't riding.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We just had to flex on him a little bit, you know? I got cash all over my desk. But you know what? We don't care. Just made a mess. I don't give a fuck. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real good. Look at the chain. 2 chains. 1, 2. 2 chains. Soon to be 3 chains once my other chain shows up. And then what are they going to do? What are they going to tell me when I got 3 chains? They're not going to tell me nothing. Look at this guy. Kalhalti. Another news-based TUSD print. Hooray. Bro, sounds like you were short or sidelined. Get that energy out of here. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. This move can completely retrace. It don't matter. It don't matter. What you need to know is when I go and buy another watch, exit all markets. That's what we know for sure. That's what we know for sure. Oh man, I just put on a bunch of watches. I just made it rain on the PC. That's how we're doing it today. We're coming with the energy. Check audio. Echo. Is it because my door's closed? Let me know if the audio is still shitty, boys. We're a little hype right now. We're a little hyped up. We're a little high energy right now. And for good fucking reason. Okay? Because the number's going up. We're above 30K. You know what that means? You know what that means? It's time to go back inside the closet. It's time to call up that old girlfriend of yours. Okay? It's time to go to the pawn shop, buy back your jewelry, buy back those watches you sold. You know what I mean? It's time to go back to your boss and tell him to go fuck himself. That's what I'm feeling like right now. It's time to tell your parents, no, you're a failure. You know? That annoying coworker that's asking you about your Bitcoin, you go and you just smack them in the mouth. That's what you do. That's what you do. We're above the line. I'm not even going to say what the line is. You all know what the 30K line is at this point. And we're fucking above it. We're above it, baby. I need to calm down. I'm going to blow a gasket here. All right? We're feeling good like we should. Like we should. We fucking deserve this. Every single one of you that is making money right now, you deserve every penny. You deserve every single penny that has come your way. Because you've been grinding. We've been in this range for months. 25 to 30K for months. And we finally got a breakout. Finally got a move. You guys want me to say it. I'm not going to say it. There's a line at 30K. And we're above it. That's all you need to know. All you need to know is your dick might be getting a little wet tonight. Might be getting a little wet tonight, boys. I don't know. But it's time to get on the phone. That's the back of the phone. Start dialing. Start dialing. Don't even say anything. Go through your DMs and just send them the price of Bitcoin. No game at all. Just send them the price. It's done. You're in. You boys are back. I know I cheated a little bit. I got a girlfriend while we were below the line. I know. But that was preemptive because I knew where we were going. I knew where we were going. And we're fucking back. We're so goddamn fucking back. Oh my God. All right. All kidding aside, I'm not done yet because I got a whole lot of bragging to do. Okay? But all kidding aside, let's keep things in perspective, right? We had a 20% move on Bitcoin, right? So that's a big move, right? So if you made a bunch, if you were leveraged long going into this move, don't forget to take some profits, right? Don't forget to take some profits. Don't forget to pay the trader, right? At the end of the day, it's not money, right, until you realize the gain. Now, I'm not saying sell all your spot or anything like that, but we had a 20% move with a pretty decent upper wick. There's a good chance that we probably maybe see some sideways price for a little bit before potential continuation. I don't really know. We're going to get into that. But first, we're going to reminisce on the past several months, right? We're going to reminisce on the past several months, and then we're going to talk about what I think could happen next for price. But your boy's cooking, man. I don't know if you follow me on FriendTech, Telegram, Twitter, Instagram, The Haven, but your boy's cooking. This is one of my best trading months in a long time. Best trading months. I had one singular L this entire month. So free money Mayne is in full fucking effect. Okay? Capo? Where is he? Where is he? Somebody go check. It's just, it feels good, man. It feels good. Because you know what? As much as, I like to short as much as the next guy. And I'm always down to buy cheaper. I would have been totally fine if this broke down and I got to buy lower. But the fact of the matter is, the majority of people are going to make more money when everything is going up because it's just easier. The entire market's going up. If you own spot, you're making money without doing anything, right? So it's just better. It's just better to be a bull, you know? It's just better. It feels better. Sorry, it's Capo. Fucking Capo. It doesn't matter what his fucking name is. It doesn't fucking matter. I'll start calling him Capo if we're trading at fucking 12K. Then I'll call him Capo. Until then, it's fucking Capo. All right? But it's just better. You know, the timeline's happier. There's less fighting. More people are making money. Like, that's what we love to see. I want everyone to win. I told you guys at the start of this bear market, I told you guys way back here when we were dying, I said, I'm not fucking going anywhere. I don't know how many more cycles I'm going to continue to post on Twitter. I don't need to be here. I could have left a long time ago. But I want to help as many of you as possible make some money, and I've been getting some amazing DMs. So I know a lot of you guys are caking. You're well positioned, whether it be from things that I said or just your own analysis, which is awesome. And I told you I'm not fucking leaving. We got one more in us, man. We got one more in us. Now, the thing is, right? What happens here? That's kind of the big question. Is this the start of the new bull trend, right? Like I told you guys on the weekly. Right? My whole thesis was like, listen, dude, this is an uptrend. I don't care what anyone says, right? This is higher highs, higher lows. So until that trend changes, I think there's no reason to be super concerned or shorting or anything like that, you know, super aggressively or trying to call when this thing will top out. Could this come all the way back down here and then go up again? Could it come all the way back down fucking here? Like anything can fucking happen. As we've seen, we can have a 20% candle in a single day. So anything can happen, right? So you've got to just continue, as much as I came on here going crazy and yelling and fucking throwing the money and shit, you've got to try and remain level-headed, right? And not act out of emotion, as fun as it may be. Because as much as your emotions can be this ecstatic and this hype and this stoked, the other way is just as possible. You can be completely wrong and you can be feeling like despair and like what the fuck and, you know, crushing it, soul crushing. So try and keep level heads. I just want to get the boys hyped up a little bit to start the video. But we're looking good, right? There's no reason, in my opinion, here to try and fade this breakout. We've been in this range, right, for 200 days. Between 30 and 25K. 200 days, and now we've got a 20% candle breaking us out of that range. Fading this immediately seems pretty fucking dumb, in my opinion. The only reason I would consider shorting this is if it got back into here. So if we got back into here and start holding back below the range high, then this looks kind of ugly, right? But other than that, any sort of dips I think are for buying. I don't think there's any reason to be trying to force a short here. There's a good chance that we probably form some sort of new range here. Yes, we're hitting that weekly fair value gap. So when I made that original tweet, which we will be going over in detail, when I made that original tweet, I said 33 to 36K. That came from here, this weekly fair value gap. So we've now punctured into that, right? We spiked into it and we're seeing a bit of a pullback. But personally, I still think that, you know, regardless of us hitting this, we can consolidate here and we can absolutely leg up again. This can go much higher. Is there potential that someone, knows something about the ETF and that's now being priced in, right? We're seeing some tweets saying like, this ETF is now listed here and who knows what's real, what's not. What you guys got to remember is when I went over my plan here for this most recent long. So if you've been watching my videos, following me on Twitter, I've been bullish since the end of August and the start of September. So right at the range lows. And my bullishness was 100% predicated on the chart and nothing else. I said, we have the ETF headlines. That's good, right? General good news out there about Bitcoin is good. But this was purely a technical play. We have June's range, right? We ran the range high, we got short. We ran the range low, we got long. It's that simple. We had the monthly order block. We had a bullish monthly SFP into a monthly order block. 2 months later, we're 35% higher. Like, the power in these high time frame charts is is incredible. You see these huge moves. The difficulty with the high time frame charts is it takes forever to fucking play out. I posted that tweet over a month ago. Moved to 33 to 36K. We have a monthly retest of demand with a sweep. Weekly failed breakdown and a push higher. We have a fair value gap. And we ran 3 weeks low, and that's providing support. So that was all that this chart was based on. Nothing else. I wasn't doing anything sort of crazy. This was our invalidation. So as long as we're not trading below 25.5K, I think we go up. We never did, right? Once we put in that low here, that was it. Off to the races. In every video, I told you the same thing. I said, guys, this is just putting in higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows. Drag your invalidation from here to here to here, now up to here, and who knows where the next stop goes, right? So it's been purely TA based, no fucking news, no insider fucking information. So whatever the people who want to say, oh, TA doesn't work, you couldn't have predicted this move, like literally suck my dick, like literally lick my balls. Like honestly, because that's all I do, guys. And the proof is in the pudding. Not just in my P&L and my charts and my tweets, it's in yours. You guys are seeing it work for you. You guys are making money. You guys are doing well, right? And that's all that really fucking matters. For years, I had people tell me that ICT does not work. And I still have people tell me that IC doesn't work and that he's a LARP. Well, that's who taught me to trade. And you guys see what I do on a day in, day out basis. So regardless of what other people think about your TA, how you trade, your decision-making skills, none of that fucking matters, right? None of that shit fucking matters. Because at the end of the day, it's you and your P&L. What someone says online, what someone fucking comments under your tweet, what this guy in this Discord said to you, it does not make you any fucking money. This is 100%, right? A game where your input directly affects your output, right? If you're putting in the time, putting in the work, you will see the results, and no one else can fucking change that for you. You're the one clicking the buttons at the end of the day. So we have this entire move mapped out. I've remained bullish. I've remained posting longs. We called the bottom on the fucking dollar, and then I said the top is going to be at, I said 107.30. It went to 107.34.8. We called the top on the dollar. I said, if the dollar hits this fair value gap, Bitcoin's going to start going up, just like Bitcoin started going down here. It's the inverse, right? We had 2 months of down on Bitcoin, 2 months of up on the dollar. What happens now if we get 2 months of down on the dollar? Where's Bitcoin go? Way fucking higher, right? So I'm calming down as the video gets going here. The chain's a little heavy. 2 chains a little heavy. But again, it's all been laid out in advance, and it's just been basic fucking TA. It's not overthinking it. It's not fucking around with the positions once you're in. It's just playing the chart, taking what it gives you. Don't overcomplicate it. So whether or not this is the beginning of a new bull trend or this ends up being some sort of lower high, it doesn't fucking matter. The money is made, right? So I've taken a bunch of profit, and if we get a big dip, I'm reinvesting that back into the market. Simple as that. It's not about, holding a fucking position from here all the way to all-time high. I don't care about that shit. If I can catch this kind of move, like you're changing your life on these kinds of moves. If you're able to consistently catch just the meat of it, you don't need to have been long from here to here. But if you got long from here to here and you caught the majority of the move, you're crushing. So what I want you guys to focus on, right, as much as there's excitement, what are you going to see on timeline? You're going to see it from me. I've already been doing it. I'm clout chasing like a motherfucker. I'm a little clout goblin, right? I'm out there planting seeds of clout, farming them, That's what I do. And you're going to see tons of people posting their P&Ls, making hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're going to see people posting fucking I told you so's. You're going to see people that you could have sworn were bearish like yesterday posting that they longed the bottom and that they shorted the top of this spike. Like, you're going to see so much bullshit. And I made a tweet about this the other day and I said, listen, you're going to see all sorts of BS. Realize most of these people aren't trading. They're marketing. They're shilling you something. Whatever it is they're doing, maybe they're just doing it for their own ego. But none of that affects your P&L at the end of the day. Because there's no way you're going to hate yourself more than if you were bullish, but then some account on Twitter who's an anon, but has a lot of followers, says, oh, we're going down. You close your long, and then you wake up to a 20% candle. You're going to fucking hate your life, right? Way better off trusting your instincts, doing your own analysis, and then if you're right, it's on you. Congrats. And if you're wrong, it's going to be way more easy to live with that loss because you aren't going to be blaming someone else, right? So anyways, guys, I'm just happy. I'm happy to get the DMs from you guys to see that everyone's doing well. I love seeing the green candles. I love the DMs and the comments of, saying people that, they made money with the stuff I share. That's awesome. It's right up there with me making money. It's not quite as good. Me making money is probably the best. But pretty close up there is seeing you guys succeed and make money. It makes me genuinely happy. So I'm awesome. I'm super stoked for so many of you to be doing well, and I'm looking forward to hopefully some trend. Right, like this has been a pretty sideways market for the last 6 months. So if we can get some sort of volatility and more movement, then fantastic. I'm all for that. But yeah, man, without further ado, I fucking told you so. You should have fucking listened. You never should have fucking doubted me. Never. All right? So we're going to cover Bitcoin first here. What I think can happen next, and then we'll go into some other markets. And then if you have any sort of chart requests or anything like that, we can kind of dial into that as well. All right. But all the hype, the bragging is over, hopefully, for now. 20 minutes of me just yelling. Okay. So obviously we had the move that we were expecting. Right? We had the move that we were expecting. We had the major retest of high time frame demand, monthly order block. This is like Trader Mayne 101. Go watch my order block video. Down candle for an up move that broke market structure. We came in, we retested it, traded below this low, formed a monthly SFP, which also happens to be June's high and low. And now we've traded from the bottom of the range to the top of the range. So we faded the top, got back inside, target the low. Fade the low, got back inside, target the high. What does this sound like? This sounds like my Monday's range video. Remember what I said? I said, hey, mark out Monday's high, right? Monday's low. And if price trades below Monday's low, what do we do on a reclaim? Get long, stop at the deviation, target Monday's high. Well, that entire strategy that I shared with you guys in that video is criminally underrated. It's got like 5,000 views only. It should have way more because it is a killer strategy. I'll show you a short on the S&P 500 last week. It printed like 8R using this exact strategy that I shared with you guys. Well, you can use this exact same concept with any range. It can be a yearly range. It can be a monthly range like we have here. It can be a daily range like Monday's high and low. It can be any random range you fucking want. You can grab a high and a low. It doesn't even have to be a specific one. And if it forms a range, the way that you trade it can be the exact same as that Monday's range video. Look for price to fade one side of the range, trade it in the other direction. Okay? So looking at the monthly here, we have a clear breakout, right? Remember when everyone was making fun of Uptober memes? Oh, Uptober, more like like Overtober or Downtober. I don't know. There's probably better names than that. Well, look at it now, right? We're 7-8 days away from the end of the month, and the way it stands right now is we are looking to put a big time bullish market structure shift to the upside here. So that's going to be a super key level. We have this weekly and monthly fair value gap right here, right? That we've pushed into, but the monthly looks like a market structure break to the upside. Well, guess what? That means that we have a new order block forming right here. So if the monthly were to close today like this is a new monthly bullish order block, and any sort of pullbacks into here would be a long. So we had a monthly breaker, monthly order block, and now a new monthly order block, and we're just putting in higher lows the entire way. So this would become the new monthly OB, assuming we close bullishly, and any sort of pullbacks into here, I'm looking to get swing long and continue trading price higher. Okay, so the monthly looks good. Like, let's see how we close above this high. Assuming we close above 31,843.9 on the Bybit chart. Obviously, it'll be different on the charts that you're looking at, but we want to see us close above this swing high. Okay? Zooming into the weekly, again, we had our monthly OB. We had the weekly breaker right here. Weekly SFP, right? And then we had the weekly sweep of these lows. What do we have here? Sweep the lows, and then what? Weekly order block right here. Retest, rip. Right? Gorgeous, clean as fuck. Weekly, we're up into this fair value gap here. Right? Where would that new monthly order block be? What's the high? 3,400. We have a weekly breaker right at that exact same level, right there. So again, any sort of pullbacks into here, that's a buy in my opinion. Personally, I would like to see the range high, right? And really this, right? I would like to see this hold as support now. So any sort of pullbacks in here, I'd like to see hold as support. I'm not opposed to us coming back into here to that monthly OB and this weekly breaker, but I would much rather see us hold above 31K. I think holding above 31K would be ideal. All right. So, sorry. Okay. So I think high time frame, like it all looks good. I don't really see any reason to be rushing to short this thing. Now, if you shorted this spike up into here because you're like, it's a 20% candle. I mean, the only reason to short here is you had this as a predefined resistance level, which we did. But that's ballsy, right? Like price is super fucking bullish, and to just fade the impulse is ballsy. And that's just not how I trade. You're going to see a lot of people tweet out that they shorted, fucking 35, 34, 35, 36K. Maybe they did, and good for them. But in reality, I'm much happier being long from low and looking to scale out on the move up as opposed to fade it. But that's just me, right? So we came into the fair value gap. We're rejecting, again, I think some sort of sideways price action is probably the most likely scenario. Could we just leg up again? All gas, no brakes. We get some more bullish ETF news or something like that. Of course. But I don't really know for sure what's going to happen next. What I do know is generally after we have a big move like this, what I like to do is, okay, I count my shekels, right? I calm down a little bit. I manage my positions. I take some profit across the board. And then I let the market give me a clue as to what might happen next. I don't try and force it. Like, we just smashed this fucking move. We smashed this fucking move 30 fucking percent. I smashed along on F for like 10R. You know, I don't need to force another trade right now, right? I can sit back, relax, let things come a little bit more clear. If I chart Joe, will you guys shut the fuck up? Like, Jesus Christ. Stop spamming the chat. Right? So we'll have to see what happens. It's only Monday, right? So a lot can happen between now and the end of the month, right? But this is a banger start to Q3, right? This is a banger start to Q3. This is your quarterly candle right here to begin. So we're going to have to wait and see. Anything can fucking happen. We can trade all the way back down to 25K. I think the likelihood of us trading sub 20K again is very low. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. I just think that it's very unlikely based on the structure that we've put in here, and it would completely decimate the chart, and it'd take a long time for it to get fixed. But anything can happen. Any sort of large pullback can happen. So we're going to let price develop a little bit, right? If you made money, great. Don't go and give it all back to the market right now trying to catch the next fucking move, right? Don't rush back in to give the money you just made, planning out and taking a very calculated position. Don't just give it all back, rushing in, trying to, you know, catch a short or catch the next trade because you feel like you want to make a little bit more. You want to squeeze a little bit more juice, right? Move like this, it's a great time to take some profit, reanalyze, reassess. Okay, so Bitcoin, I think all time frames look really good. The 12-hour, again, there's not much to say here. Like, this is your 12-hour range. Like, it's fucking 25%. It's just not much to do, but fucking chill right now and let some more PA develop. There's no trade for me here on any of these time frames. You can go down to the hourly. There's still nothing here. What are you doing? Are you shorting with your stop there? That's ludicrous because where are you targeting? Right? Are you longing? I don't know. Like, if you get down to the really low time frames, can you play this kind of structure and scalp around? Sure, but I would much rather take a long, you know, a month ago and just hold it and chill and play video games and work out and do fun stuff than scalp the 5-minute chart. And, you know, even the Ethereum trade, we took it like 2 or 3 days ago and it fucking went 10R. Like, that's way more enticing to me than scalping some low time frame shit. All right. But yeah, looks good. Let's fucking chill. Let's fucking chill though. Okay. Let price calm down. Don't do anything rash. Don't give back all this sweet fucking shekels you just made. It's the last thing you want to do. Okay, so Ethereum. We absolutely fucking smashed this trade. So again, Telegram, I literally posted right before the move happened. I said, this is setting up for a long right here on the H12 with the H1 trigger. I gave you guys the exact setup, right? We had the H12 sweep, H1 breaker, market structure shift, retest, stop at the low, like zero drawdown for a couple hours, and fucking we're up 9R. So I've closed half of this. I would like to think that Ethereum now has its time to catch up because it's been getting fucking smashed. But overall, very happy with how this trade worked out. Basic shit. Weekly SFP, 12-hour SFP, 12-hour breaker, H1 breaker. Bob's your fucking uncle. We smashed it. So I'm still going to hold this because I think this can trade much higher. 2,000 easily. So I'm not closing the full thing. I only closed half. But very happy with how that worked out. That's a very classic Mayne setup. And Ethereum looks good. If you look at the monthly here, we swept that low and we never closed below it. And now we're starting to curl up. Go down to the weekly, right? Traded below the low, put in a sweep down here, and now we've reclaimed. So to me, this looks bullish. This looks like it can trade to 2K very easily, barring something horrific, right? Like the worst case scenario is like, let's say they come out and say, actually, the ETF's been denied or pushed back or some annoying shit, and then this thing gets back in the range, then all bets are off, I guess. But for now, play the trend. Do not try and fight the trend, in my opinion. It's just silly. Could there be good shorts? Could price go down? Of course, right? I'm not telling you to buy after a 20% move. I told you to buy $10,000 ago. So do not construe my excitement with the fact that I bought at 25 to 26K. I'm not telling you to buy at 35K, right? But I do think that things can go higher. If the market remains bullish, I'm going to continue to play the trend, right? Until the market structure shifts, I see no reason to change. We had our first bearish shift on dollar in literally 2 months, finally getting some bearish market structure here. So if this starts to correct, that bodes really well for continued up price action on Bitcoin. And if this starts to correct to the upside, that bodes very well for continued upside price action on Bitcoin, right? So Ethereum, we're going to hold this long. We're going to hold this long. I feel good about it. I'm still happy to hold 50% of it because we absolutely nailed this one. If you're trying to learn my system, go to my Telegram, look at the original post for this, go to the H12, find your order block, find your SFP, go to the hourly, find your breaker, find your SFP, find your market structure break. That's all you needed to get in this trade. No fucking indicators, no bullshit. I didn't need to know anything but those couple of lines, and you got yourself a banger trade, and you do not need many of these to make a living. Trust me. All right, so very happy, looking good. I do think that hopefully it's time for this thing to fucking catch a bid. I've been basically waiting for the bulls to step in here. We obviously had that huge move up on Bitcoin, which led to this big old dump here. At one point, this was down like 7 or 8%. Maybe we fill that wick, but I mean, if we don't catch a bid around this area where we're trading right now, right? The next area for me is another, 20% lower on this thing. So either Bitcoin is going to continue to rally super hard, and altcoins, for the most part, not all of them, because there are some that are doing well. Look at Link, look at Inge, look at Solana, right? There are going to be some that outperform, but for the most part, when FBTC looks like this, you can make a pretty good bet that the majority of altcoins are getting dicked by Bitcoin, right? So I'd like to see this catch a bid and see Ethereum play catch up a little bit because it's lagging pretty hard. But if all the narrative and the whole point of that BTC thesis was, hey, all the headwinds are behind Bitcoin right now, not Ethereum. So you're better off longing Bitcoin, and that's been the case. Bitcoin has outperformed, and this has continued to get slaughtered. The other thing you look at is BTC dominance. Part of that chart was saying, hey, we just broke out of a 2-year range on BTC dominance, and then we were retesting the breakout. And then what happened? Whoop! What happened? Bitcoin basically outperformed everything outside of a few select altcoins. So what altcoins did well? Solana, looking pretty good, right? Versus Bitcoin. Solana looking pretty good versus Ethereum. So this means Solana is outperforming. Look at Inge. Right? Inge looking really good against Bitcoin. Inge versus ETH. Is that a pair? Can I even see that? So I could do Inge USD divided by ETH USD. Right? Outperforming Ethereum. Look at Link. Not as nice as the other ones, but in a little bit of an uptrend here on the weekly versus Bitcoin. Right? Outperforming Ethereum. So there are going to be some altcoins that are outperforming. But if you're trying to buy altcoins right now and you're like, Mayne, I gotta be in alts. I can't buy Bitcoin. It's too expensive, or for whatever fucking reason you don't want to long Bitcoin, even though it's been leading the market. If you're gonna buy some alt, or you're gonna tell me to chart some alt for you, it better be fucking outperforming Bitcoin and outperforming Ethereum on those ratio charts. Because if it's not, you're doing it wrong. You're consciously picking an asset that is underperforming the rest of the market. So I have no problem with you wanting to trade altcoins and praying for a fucking alt season and all the stupid shit that many of you do. But it better be at least outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, or else you are literally consciously playing the slower horse, right? So don't do that. There are going to be some altcoins that are outperforming, but when Bitcoin dominance looks how it does, and Bitcoin just moved how it did, what that tells you is that most altcoins are getting crushed. Most altcoins are not doing as well as Bitcoin, right? Like if you go to the Bybit list, a lot of these altcoins are up just a tiny bit, right? Some are even down. Some are up less than 1%. Bitcoin's up 2%. So any coin that is not up 2% is underperforming Bitcoin, right? So Joe, which is getting spammed in the chat here, let's see what Joe looks like versus Bitcoin. It looks like shit versus Bitcoin. What does it look like in USD? Looks shitty. Could this go up? Of course. Of course this can go up. Right? Of course this can go up. Let's look at what it did yesterday. So since the 19th of October, let's see here. 19th of October, it's up 20%. Where's Bitcoin here? I don't think the Joe boys are going to like this. Bitcoin went up 30%. So this is my entire point. You can make your entire personality whatever the fuck Joe coin is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I don't fucking give a shit. But this thing is underperforming Bitcoin. This guy saying the wrong Joe. Okay, so what's the ticker for Joe? What's the ticker? Tell me the ticker. You guys have a fucking army of people screaming about Joe. Bro, there's too many of them to ban. There's hundreds of them. Show me the right Joe. What is the ticker, guys? Joe WF. This it? Okay. I mean, so this is up. Okay, so it's up 35%. Is this the right one? Is this the right one, guys? The ticker is Joe. I don't fucking know what you guys are on. Okay. Anyways, regardless, whatever your fucking altcoin is that you want to trade, okay, it needs to be outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum, or else you are wasting your fucking money. You are choosing to long the lower beta play, okay? All right, I'm going to try and take some questions from the chat, but it's just being spammed with fucking Joe. So I don't even know. I can't even scroll that far back because the chat is going so nuts with fucking Joe. Okay, this guy's giving me the Joe chart. Someone's paying attention. Someone's doing something right. This is the right chart. This is the chart, is it not? What's the difference here? Joe coin, Joe F. Okay, here's Joe, guys. Here's Joe in all his glory. Okay, there you go. We happy? It's up 62% today. It's flying. Here's the problem with Joe. Okay? The market cap is $6 million. Okay? That's nothing. There's not even $500,000 of liquidity. So the people that are up can't be up that much money because it's just, there's not that much there. I don't know. This kind of stuff's too small for me. But hey, if you're in Joe and you're up 60% on your fucking buys, congratulations. I'm happy for you. All right. Hi, Mayne. Bull run is going to start in May 2024. Don't you think that the top can be in very soon? Because the market always go into downtrend a few months before the bull run. How do you know that the bull run's going to be in May of 2024? Because that's when the halving is. Who's to say that we're not already in a bull run? We're up 100% off the low. Like, so you can't really speak in generalities like that. I would say play the chart. When the chart gives you a reason to look for shorts, it comes in resistance, it starts acting bearishly, then by all means, go and short it. But until then, I mean, just play the trend, in my opinion. What are your thoughts on Trader SZ and Trader SO continue to keep shorting? How do you know that they're shorting? Do you know what their positions are, or are you just making assumptions based on charts they've posted? SZ publicly longed like the fucking bottom on Twitter. So I don't know why everyone thinks he's like some perma bear. I don't get it. Are you still long Nat Gas? You fucking know I am. You fucking know I am. Still long, not closing until $5. Bob's your uncle, mom's your dad. Okay. World about to go crazy, he says. WLD. Theory says I just read YouTube. I guess I just proved you wrong, bro. I guess I just proved you wrong. I should read Twitch because Twitch is not getting fucking spammed with Joe comments. This guy says world about to go crazy. I mean, maybe. Again, is this coin outperforming Bitcoin? So unless this chart starts going up, and maybe it will, right? But Bitcoin has been smacking the shit out of this thing for, the past month. So keep that in mind before you go and start just trying to long some altcoin, right? What up, Wonder Grew? Mayne juiced up before stream, obviously, bro. Damn, this is Alpha right here. How to cut friends, those who reply with your ref link for easy life. Exactly, bro. What's up, Treeborn Frog? How you doing, man? ICT fix my insomnia. I feel you, bro. Looking at the monthly, any concern with the monthly bearish OB that we're pumping into? I mean, listen, I see it, but I'm not interested in just shorting this blindly. Like, if we're going to sell off from here and have distribution, it's going to be apparent on the lower time frames, right? The same way that we didn't just pump. Like this, look, on the monthly, right? It looks like we just tagged this level and then traded away. But if you look at it on the low time frame, we actually spent a lot of time working the level before we got the reaction and showing signs of accumulation. So the inverse will happen as well. If we're into resistance, the monthly might end up just looking like this. But on the lower time frame, you're going to see signs of distribution happening and clues to get short. But we're not seeing that yet. You selling partial spots on a move like this as well, or just perps? I haven't sold any spot yet, but I've taken some profit on perp positions. Does an OB have to be a single candle? What does ICT say? Can it be a cluster? It can be a cluster. You could take 2 down candles in a row if you want, or 3 down candles in a row. It's the down move before the up move. That's kind of the key concept there. Do you look for big transfers, massive cold wallet USD Binance Coinbase? Never looked like that ever. Never. What is 10R? It means I returned 10 times my risk. So for every dollar that I risked here, I made $10, right? Or I could potentially make $10, right? So when you make 10R, you made 10 times your risk. But if you're taking a 10RR trade, it means you're risking $1 to make potentially 10. Let's go, JC. Let's go, bro. What's up, Trader Rudden? Link been watching but missed those long last few days. Looking for entry around 950 being the top wick of the weekly. Is that reasonable? Massive FOMO presently, but trying to resist. Guys, I posted fucking Link way before everyone. There's some guy who's always in our streams. Of course, he's not here today, called Link Marines. And he always says, still hate Link. And I'm like, bro, I posted on Twitter, on Telegram, on YouTube, everywhere that I was buying spot link at $6. I posted the chart. I posted this graphic. I posted the risk reward tool. And I said, I'm longing at $6. It hit 11 today. And he's like, you hate Link, you hate Link. I'm the biggest Link Marine out there at the time being. I probably own more Link than most Link Marines. Like, you know, your boy's fluid with it. One day I'm a Link Marine. Next day I'm an XRP soldier. Next day I'm a Bitcoin maxi. Next day I'm a Vitalik Ethereum fanboy. Then I'm a Solana boy, a Soylana boy. You just got to be fluid, right? Don't tie yourself in your identity to one fucking coin in one fucking community. It's the dumbest shit you can do, because the chances of you picking the coin that's going to be the one that fucking changes it all is fucking almost zero. So I like tweeted out, it's like Ansem, he's the homie, right? But he's like crazy Solana bull, which is great. Solana's up a ton. It's one of the coins that's actually been outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum. Great. I long Solana. I'm bullish. It looks good. But I asked under one of his tweets, basically saying, what makes you guys think that this coin is the one that's going to kill Ethereum? Because he's like, basically, there's no world where Ethereum outperforms Solana. And I'm not saying that he's wrong. I don't know. I don't use Solana. So what makes it so good? And everyone's like, try the blockchain out, try this, try that. But in reality, like, when has any of that ever fucking mattered, right? Like, almost never. Right? Like, the product in crypto very rarely actually fucking matters. Like, there's a lot of good projects out there and the price is fucking low and the chart looks fucking busted. Does it matter that the technology is good? So I'm not saying that Solana can't outperform. It very well might, right? But for the most part, most people get fucked up tying their personality to one coin. So they become an XRP maxi. XRP goes to $3. They make a bunch of money. Maybe they take profit, maybe they don't. But now they're like, I am an XRP guy. And then XRP goes on to underperform fucking everything else for the next 5 years. And you're stuck with XRP in your fucking bio. You know what I mean? So just don't tie yourself to one fucking coin. Be fluid. Spread your bets out a little bit. Other stuff can go up too. And maybe Solana is the one that's going to kill Ethereum. Or maybe it is going to outperform Ethereum and it's a better blockchain and the NFTs are better and the fucking wallets are better. Maybe that's the case. The gas is cheaper. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is I said, hey guys, I got bullish on Solana down here. And I got bullish on Solana right here. I said, through this level, I think we go to 40. Do I use the blockchain? Do I care what it does? Do I look at users or any of that shit? No. I just looked at the chart. I said, this looks bullish. I'm going to long it. Much better life that way, to be honest with you. All right, guys. I'm sorry, but the YouTube chat is unreadable. It's just everyone screaming fucking Joe. So I can't even get to your question. So if you add a question and I missed it, you're going to have to post it again. Hassan, I answered your question specifically already, bro. Mayne, what is an OB? Go on my video. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. So you want to know something cool that I've been working on? I told you guys. Remember my little indicator I've been working on? Look what signaled long on Ethereum. The Indy, baby. The Indy. Gave you the long trigger on Ethereum. Right there. There's your sweep. There's your MSB. The circle is your fill. And it also it smacked a 12-hour one as well right here. 12-hour sweep. Bang. So the Indy's been crushing, boys. The Indy has been crushing. How's life been in the Haven? It's been going great, man. I literally had one of my best fucking months trading in a while in the Haven. I think I'm up. If I close this trade right now, we're up like almost 20R on the month with only one loss. So very stoked about that. There's going to be a black swan between now and the start of the bull run. If I'm wrong, oh well. But like, why bank on that? Like, why hope that there's some sort of event that might hopefully cause price to crash? Why not just fucking play the chart? Forget about all that shit. The indicator will be free. It's going to have a free version, and then it will have a paid version as well with more functions. Hey, Mayne, I'm going to send you another message on IG. Look for running Bitcoin. Okay, I'll do my best, bro. Do you have any videos on the breaker setup, or could you explain briefly? Yeah, every one of my streams, basically, I go over it. I have a video called Everything You Need to Know About Price Action, where I go over it on YouTube, so check that one out. So, again, speaking of fucking free money Mayne, so first of all, the dollar looking like potentially going to correct here. So if we get some sort of large correction on the dollar, that's going to be really good for Bitcoin, in my opinion. So Monday's range video, you guys need to watch that video. Like, if you have not watched that video, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. It's only got 5,000 views. It should have way more. Here's last week's Monday's range. This is verbatim from the video. It's not even using any sort of low time frame entry technique, nothing. We had Monday's high here. We have Monday's low here. Traded above. Got the hourly close back inside. You enter on the hourly close. You put your stop at the deviation. You target Monday's low. No drawdown. Immediately to Monday's low. And then this one ended up running fucking hella. Like 13, 14 R from that point. I'm not saying you would have held it for that entire time. But once you start adding layers to that strategy, right? You say, oh, we've got a weekly fair value gap here. And we've got a 12-hour SFP here. Once you start adding other pieces of confluence, then you might not just close it at Monday's low. You might hold it for longer, right? And take out the H12 low. But this was verbatim from that video, the exact strategy. That's it working in action right there. Do you consider weekly profiles? No. Need a Haven invite? Go on my website. You can join there. Guys, I say this all the time. Everything I do, I show you guys in every stream. I don't have some hidden fucking other chart with all sorts of fucking other bullshit on it with liquidation levels and heat maps and Ichimoku clouds and moving averages. Everyone's like, what? Do you use this? Everything I share with you every single week for the last 5 years is exactly how I trade. If we pay for your indicator, do we get access to the code? Of course not. Don't be silly. The indicator is about a month out, maybe. Can you explain how to scalp BTC on the low time frame with your strategy? The exact same way you trade it on the high time frame. So instead of using the H12 and the H1, so the H12 for your analysis and the H1 for execution, if you want to scalp, make this the H1, right? And make your analysis on the M5. But everything remains the same from a logic perspective. You want to look for your ranges on the H1, your order blocks. You want to look for your entries on the M5. It's the exact same. Mayne, I need to get you a beer. I fucking agree, brew man. Hassan says, I assume the official bull run begins when the halving is done because what always happens. Well, officially, what the fuck's that even mean, right? The bull run was already in process before halving. Last time, we were already at like 10K. The bottom was like 3K. But I do believe, yes, I agree, generally after halving, price goes up. You don't have to use the H12. Use the daily. Have you fully recovered from FTX fraud? I did a long time ago. I made my money back, but I'm still pissed off. Yeah, so right now, Monday's range on BTC is nuts, right? Where do you trade natural gas on? I have a few different places. One of them being the sponsors of this video, Prime XBT. you want to support your boy, you like all the free alpha I give you, you're making money off the calls I post in Telegram and on Twitter and all the other places that I post shit for free, and the Discord that I run with tons of educational content, the YouTube videos that I've been posting for years and years and years now. If you guys want to support me, you enjoy this kind of content, best way to do that, use some of my links. My links are in the description. Prime has been sponsoring me on these videos for over 2 years now. So if you want to support me, you want to trade things like natural gas, you can trade Euro USD, you can trade the US 500, and you can do all of that, no KYC, with crypto. They are geo-blocked in Canada and US, unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to support me, best way to do it, use that link, deposit some money, use code Mayne50 before you deposit. And then, yeah, it's a great way to support me, and you can trade natural gas there. Or you can find a broker, wherever you live, it depends where you live, that will, offer natural gas or futures or something like that. Do I trade futures? Yes. Oil, gold, can I trade there? Yes, you can. Remember, it's a CFD, right? On Prime, so keep that in mind. But yes, you can trade it. Coin chart, yeah. So I imagine we're probably going to see coin gap up tomorrow, right? Based on this Bitcoin move, we're probably going to see this gap up. Again, another freebie. Monthly sweep. Monthly market structure break, monthly order block. I told you I'm buying the pullback, and my target is a double up, a 2x. Last time I had a signal like this was on Tesla, and we traded it from 100 to 200. So I think similar things. I'm bullish on this. I'm expecting this to fucking fly. CFD is like a popular FX and commodities product. It's a way of like trading an asset without actually trading the asset. You just have a single price feed. So there's no order book there, right? Like that you just see the single price. There's no bid and ask. I can't remember what CFD stands for, like settling something for the difference, settlement for the difference, or change for the difference, or something like that. I'm already long coin. I'm already long. I told you guys, I posted about it here, and I said I'm a buyer all the way down to like 60. Mayne, still is your bags. New shiny coins for bull cycle. Have I ever shilled you guys bags? Like, I feel like one of the things I'm proud of is I don't really shill fucking altcoins that generally rug to you guys. I've made my money trading and educating and doing things like that. But yeah, do I look at other people's accounts and I know that they're getting paid tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to tweet out some chart about an altcoin that maybe they own or they're just getting the bag, but that's their brand, right? So the tweet gets tons of engagement and they get fucking paid. And I'm like, fuck, maybe I should have gone that route. But I decided to do it the hard way. Bro, I have an entire video called Order Blocks, so watch that. Contract for the difference. There you go. All right, guys. Imagine this is the fucking start of the bull run and fucking CZ managed to defend the $200 level. Crazy. Chrissy. See, why are so many of you guys telling me to chart altcoins right now? Just funny. I don't get it. Like, Bitcoin is bullish and everyone wants me to look at altcoins. So yeah, this had a nice candle. So let's see if AVE is outperforming BTC. Maybe. It's starting to, but it's been getting smashed by BTC, right? So maybe it's going to go up, but overall, this thing's been getting smoked by BTC. So who knows? Maybe this is bottoming out, but you know, over the last 3 years, 2.5 years, way better off holding BTC. Let's see, Gala USDT. Again, it's going up a little bit, starting to creep up, but when BTC.D looks like this, BTC.D looks like this, and then your altcoin versus BTC looks like that, why would you long it? Why would you long this over Bitcoin? Why would you long this over Ethereum? Why would you long this over Solana, right? So before you start looking at altcoins to buy, make sure that it looks good against the other assets. Looking to alts to play some catch up is why, okay, fine. But then find the ones that look good, right? Because if they look like shit versus Bitcoin and they look like shit versus Ethereum and they look like shit versus Solana, right? You're wasting your money. You're playing the lower beta play. This can go up and still be underperforming Bitcoin massively, right? So at the very least, check it versus Bitcoin and Ethereum before you decide you want to long the USD pair. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer a promotion on your channels. Viewers, followers, views, chat bots. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go Streamrise RU. I'm going to say no. Thanks, though. So let's take a look at oil. I have like a short, not a short on here, but I drew out, someone asked me to like draw out a fucking short, and I obviously didn't take it, but because I don't think you really want to be shorting oil during Middle Eastern conflict, but who knows? I don't like this one. Yeah, so I mean, what you want to see here on oil, right, is this low, like this order block hold. Maybe we run this low, but I want to see this order block hold as support. That's that simple for me. Guys, if you want Discord, the link's on my website, guys. You're welcome, Dougie. Thanks for tuning in, brother. This is a banger. We had 500 people here live. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hassan, I don't want to look at old bull run charts, bro. I know that price goes down and up before the halving, and then it goes up after the halving. Like, I don't need to. I know that already. I've looked at these charts a bazillion times. I know exactly what they look like, brother. I know exactly what they look like. So if you think that price is going to dump because the halvings come soon, then short, right? Do it. I'm personally going to wait for a clue that the market might be topping out before I decide to short. That's all. This guy says Ordi is outperforming BTC. I can't even pull it up on fucking TradingView. What's up, Mayne? What's up, bro? Andy, are you a full-time trader? I've been trading full-time and shitposting on Twitter for years. I don't need to trade anymore. I made enough to retire. But I'm still fucking here because I want to make more. I want to make more. Okay, well then you got to DM me, bro, and I'll send you the link. RG, sorry. First time here, new to Discord. Thanks for your insights. You're welcome, Michael. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Mayne, how long did it take you to find your system? Some fucking time, like years, literally. I only started the way I'm trading now, like in 2018. I was doing some sort of ICT stuff from 2016, 17, but then I really kind of dialed in what I was doing in 2018. All right, guys. Okay, we'll take a quick look at Pepe. Damn. That's a fucking candle, mate. Yeah, Pepe gripping and ripping. I've lost a ton of fucking money. Lost a ton of money trading Pepe. So I'm always a little hesitant to fucking trade it. But yeah, I mean that's a serious candle. I don't have anything to fucking point out here. Could this just be a bearish retest? Possibly. But there's nothing really for me to do, right? It's up fucking 50% in, a few days here. So I'm not going to chase this. I'd rather, again, let it consolidate, let it form some structure, and then I might be interested. How do you spot a top? Look for signs of distribution. First, find an area where price might reject from. So supply, bearish order block, right, etc. And then look for signs of distribution. See highs get taken out and then lows get broken, things like that. What's the color of your Bugatti? I do not have a Bugatti. I'm currently trying to buy a Lamborghini. But cars in Canada are so expensive. So expensive. But yeah, I want to get either a Lamborghini or the McLaren 570S. So I've been shopping. I've test driven a few. It's just not super practical for where I live because you can only drive it a few months a year, but I don't really care. I want one. All right. Do you travel on private jets? I have before, but it's stupidly expensive. I fly in first class a lot too. Again, like first class Emirates is fucking unreal, but business class Emirates is also fucking unreal and way cheaper. Like first class is a bit of a scam. Hassan, I'm crushing, learning from your streams. I'm glad to hear, brother. Okay, we'll look at Riot. I know fucking CBS always trades this. Stay humble, drive a normie car. How about you drive the normie car and I'll drive the supercar? How's that sound? Deal? Shake on it. My car needs to go vroom vroom. I mean, yeah, this looks okay. I don't really know. What does this company do? What are they? I have no idea. Looking at the monthly, I like this. So you see here, you have a monthly fair value gap. And what we did is we traded right below these equal lows into that monthly fair value gap. So that looks bullish to me. So yeah, I would say that this goes up from here. I'm humble because I'm have to be. That doesn't make sense. Being humble because you have to be doesn't make any sense. Did you make it with higher leverage in the beginning? Honestly, dude, the most money I made was buying spot Bitcoin and Ethereum early and holding it for most of the bull run. Like I underperformed my spot bag trying to leverage trade last cycle. Like the BTC mining company. Well, the chart looks good, man. I think this goes up. Monthly fair value gap, sweep of the lows in there, looks good. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it here. It's getting dark out. My dinner's been sitting on the counter for 30 plus minutes, so it's cold. But I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Got you a little hype at the start. Want to bring the energy. Hope everyone's feeling good. I hope everyone's making money. As I said, I'm not going anywhere for a little while, so more videos. Maybe I'll try and upload a second video this week. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope everyone's crushing it. If you made some good money, make sure to pay it forward. Pay yourself first. Pay it forward. Take care of yourself. Make sure you get a good night's sleep tonight. Sleeping on those sweet, sweet dollar bills that we collected. Yeah, man, just relax, dude. If you missed the trade, if you missed the move, there will be more. There's no need to freak out. In the grand scheme of your trading career, missing out on one move is going to be meaningless. It's going to feel like nothing when you've done this over thousands and thousands of days. So don't stress. Don't get down if you missed it. There will be more moves. Let's just pray the volatility is here to stay for a little while. And we'll keep on cooking, guys. Appreciate